So I'm getting ready to go out on a 3-day backpacking trip in the Sawtooth Wilderness in Idaho with the 2 dogs. So I've set up my backpacking setup stuff, and I'm going to show you what I bring. So to start with the clothes, I have Dirty Girl gaiters that are the best. I really like Brooks Cascadias, and then just a pair of Darn Tough socks. I bring a set of clothes to sleep in that are, you know a warm hat, just fresh socks and underwear so you feel a little bit clean when you sleep. No matter where I'm going or what I'm doing, I always bring a raincoat and a puffy, just because you can get chilled on the trail. And then when I hike, I just have like a lightweight underwear, lightweight shirt, and shorts. Hygiene and safety stuff. I have a first aid kit with some tape, band-aids, gauze, extra hair ties, duct tape. I have sewing needles and sewing thread, which has come in handy a lot. The only like personal care things I bring are some toilet paper, some baby wipes, and toothbrush, toothpaste. I'm gonna bring the Ace Wrap just because it's me and the dogs, and you just never know. Bandanas are great for everything. I don't normally bring such a big thing of bug spray, but everything I've read said there's a ton of mosquitoes, so I've got that, and some DEET and some sunscreen. And then it's good to have rope in case you gotta do like a bear hang or fix something or whatever. It's good to have lots of just kind of things to put trash in, because you don't want that mixing in with your nice stuff. 4 very important things I forgot to mention. Chapstick is a must because your lips get super dry and sunburnt on the trail. I didn't even know what a buff was until I hiked the PCT, and now I don't know what I would do without one. Headlamp. Even if you're hiking in the summer and the sun sets at 10 and you don't expect to do any night hiking, they're still good in case of an emergency. And I didn't really buy into the rechargeable battery, but ever since I got one, my life has been changed, and I highly recommend a rechargeable battery. And some sort of camp shoe or water shoe, because when you're walking in your shoes all day and your feet are tired and sore and probably blistered, and just feels good to get into a different shoe. And if you have really mega stream crossings that you don't want your shoes to get wet, you want some sort of lightweight shoe. I wear Crocs all the time anyway, but they're super lightweight, and I just hook them to the back of my pack. As far as my sleep system, I have the Eureka Suma 210 that me and both the dogs sleep in. REI Flash, I think 32 sleeping bag. That's great. And I got a Big Agnes sleeping pad, which I love. Toby Jack does get cold. I got him, I had this for the PCT as extra for my sit pad. So he gets like a sleeping pad, and then this is just like a super old sleeping bag from like middle school that I cut in half and then sewed up. Spray, because I will be in bear country, and water filters. And then I have a bag of electronic stuff, but it's not all packed yet. A lot of food for the dogs, which I will eventually train them to carry their own food because it's heavy. And I like having an emergency on the trail because you don't really get vitamins and minerals from any trail food. And Pop-Tarts is super easy. High energy, high calorie snacks. I don't really like to stop and cook lunch, so I usually do like a bar or tuna or something. And then I'm not in a place where I could get like backpacker meals, and the stores were all out of ramen because of COVID. So these definitely work. A GSI stove that comes with the burner, and it has a little hot hand, which is great. And then my little lighter. And it's got like a sippy lid if you wanted it for like super coffee or something. And probably every backpacker's most hated item, the bear can, because it's huge and it's heavy and it just doesn't fit in the backpack very well. But I'm gonna be in bear country, so all of this has to go in there. I wanted to show you how the bear can works, because when I first went into REI, I looked like a fool going like shaking it and I couldn't open it for the life of me and had to ask for help. So there are these tabs that have to go through that notch, so you got to just push them in a little to make it pass through the notch. So sometimes it is, so see how it wouldn't open, so then you have to push on it, and conveniently there's 2 of them, so once you like wrestle one, then you got to get another one. And then when you close it, those just slip through pretty easy. So I wanted to save you the hassle trying to figure that out in the store if you've never used a bear can before. Now for the fun part, somehow squeezing all that stuff into the backpack. So I just measured it and it is 31.2 pounds, which is not great. When I'm carrying extra stuff for the dogs, it definitely adds weight. And when you're in bear country, having to have the stupid bear can adds a bit of weight and bulk to your pack. You just figure every day you eat a lot, and so the pack gets lighter. But also where I'm going, there's a ton of water, so that's actually weighed without any water in it. When you're somewhere where there's lots of streams and lakes and creeks and everything, then like you really can just drink when you're at water, which is all the time, and then you don't have to carry water, which is awesome. So that would not be fun to throw like 10 pounds of water on top of that. That'd be pretty miserable. Something else I'm bringing on this trip, which I have never brought before, are some dog booties, just in case one of the dogs gets injured or tears a paw. Colby, do you want to tell everyone how much you love wearing boots? Are boots your favorite? Show everyone how good you walk. Come on. It's like he's never worn them before. Oh dear. You come back here. Come back here. Oh dear. This is just a mess. You poor thing. Yeah, what do you think about the boots? Do you think they're kind of weird? Actually, you look better than Colby Jack. Look at you! You're a natural boot wearer. So one thing I've never had to do before is go backpacking with dogs on a leash. But this wilderness requires dog on leash. So I'm gonna try, this is like my Ski Joor one dog line. It has a carabiner around the waist strap, which I don't know how successful that will be. And then at the end, I just have like a generic 2-dog splitter I got on Amazon. Every time I put this backpack on, I'm like, ooh. Backpacking is great because you get out into the wilderness and you get away from people, and you get like, you really earn the views you see, and they are amazing views. And it's definitely worth it, but having to carry 31 pounds with you when you do it is not the most fun. So obviously in the backpacking world, 31 pounds is not light. You're just tired thinking about it. Yeah, you don't have to carry 31 pounds. But even when I was set off on the PCT, I was like, there's definitely things that I could do to make my pack lighter, you know, have a lighter tent, have a lighter this, a lighter that. But I chose to pick things that would make me comfortable, and I love my tent. Oh dear, are you tired just thinking about backpacking tomorrow too? Oh my goodness. If you are just getting into backpacking, I would say, you know, choose what's important to you. Is it really, really important to have the lightest backpack possible and then not have a lot of the comforts and kind of things you might want and need? Or do you want to carry a little bit more weight and actually carry the things that are going to make you comfortable and make you enjoy being out in nature? So that's just my advice, my 2 cents.